you're sticking like you're like what we were talking about on Wednesday, like the way that you were holding your sticks. And I was just like, dang, man, it looks so. It's just great, man. It's like so fluid and like, yeah, it's really
Oh,
nice.
cool. Thanks, guys. Yeah,
I
man, I'd love to play more with that band. They're really fun to play with.
That guy
I
I
can
just,
also
harmonica
okay.
like I've never heard, man.
yeah, he can play any key on one harmonica. He just brings
Oh wow.
one and just bends notes and makes everything work. And yeah, really cool
That's
Russian dude.
impressive. That's
Yeah.
a damn hard thing to do.
Yeah, he's the only harmonica player to ever graduate from New England Conservatory. He was playing Bach and stuff on one harmonica.
Oh,
He's nutty.
Well, the harmonica is what started my whole musical exploration. My grandma Catlin sent me a harmonica when I was like 8 years old, and it came with this little thing in it so you could try to play some songs, and that got me to when the Saints come marching in.
Saints come marching in. I was gonna say that.
Yeah. And that took me to New Orleans, and then it was all over. Then it was just the first time I heard New Orleans music, my head went like that, and I was done. I was done. I'm a white boy from the suburbs of Cincinnati. The first time you hear New Orleans music, you're like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
Actually, back then, Cincinnati Dayton had a great funk scene, so I can't really talk that shit.
I liked your I also liked your fills, like your choice in fills is so not how my brain thinks. And so I was just like, whoa, that was nice. Like, and it's like, you do some cool, like, I can't remember specifically, but I thought it sounded like there were some cool, like rudiment or like Herta style snare drum fills. And it was just like, but it was the way that it was like placed in the song where I was like, that was nice. I like that.
Man, thanks, guys. Yeah, appreciate you checking it out. Yeah, I don't know how streaming platforms are gonna go now. Now that music venues are open, yeah. I know this guy really built this up to have this pro audio, video switching, all that's really nice. But I don't know. It's kind of like I don't know if maybe people will continue.
I think it can always coexist. Maybe like it's. I would never have been able to see you play live.
Yeah.
Like, why not just keep it live thing too?
Yeah.
I think people are gonna have a hard time getting people to pay for a live stream, but like, donating might be like the thing. There's one that keeps they're trying to have me and my dad come in and play, but they want to charge like normal ticket prices, and I'm just like, I don't see that happening, especially for our fans. Like, I don't see that happening, So, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, it's not my company, but I'm just like, why don't we just do a live show that's live streamed,
Yeah, the show I'm doing tonight at Harvell's is live streamed, and I guess they've set up multicam and running board mix. So yeah, I'm curious to see how that'll go.
That's cool.
Adam, is there also a live component, or is it an entirely streamed gig?
Yeah, it's a live show. Yeah, they've already almost sold out pre-sales for this Mardi Gras in June show at Harvell's tonight. So good for Harvell's. Hopefully they'll be able to stick around at least long enough until July 10th when I'm there with Cafe R&B. Can't wait for that band.
All right, I'm just pulling up our things here. Hey, I started that diddle thing. Fun, man.
Oh yeah.
I maybe we can work on a couple of the measures here. And I got an idea for one of them. It's cool.
Yeah, there's a website that I know about. It's called Bandnada, BANDNADA.com, and it's pretty much so it's kind of like a streaming platform. So you could put on your show or whatever, and then you stream your shows through that, and anybody can see it. It's free for the people to go on and see it. So it is donation based though. They can donate or whatever, and the streaming platform only takes around 20%, and you get to keep 80% of the donation tips. So, but it's like you don't have to set up pretty much anything. You just I guess you give them the links to your streams, and then just go on until you're whoever you want to watch it while you're doing the live show. They can stream it and watch it while you're doing it. Seems easier than like the other stuff.
Do they host strictly music content, or do they do other stuff as well?
I think it's just music for now. Yeah, and they're based in Brooklyn. It's like a Brooklyn thing. So they
I'm looking like something like that
Yeah.
for photography. So
that'll be cool. It's like it's pretty much they might do it because they're pretty much like into like the arts and stuff for that. There's a lot of indie bands that use that app.
I'll check it out.
Sorry, guys. Give me a second. I'm just looking up some sheet music here, and we'll get started here.
Adam, I like everybody's talking about your performance yesterday. I saw a bunch of it also. It was really great.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was like, oh man, this guy not only does he talk the talk, he walks the walk.
That's what I was thinking the same
That's
thing.
the thing, yeah. That's the thing. You use what your whatever your teachings or whatever your findings, you're actually using it while you're playing. It's really evident that you can see it. You even did just for a small portion, you did like a little 3/2 beat in one of your songs. I forget which one it was, but it was pretty cool. It was like it might have been the funky spaghetti western song you guys did.
Oh yeah.
and then you went into like a 6/8 really quick, but then you went to a 3/2 kind of thing, really cool between your hands.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It filters in.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it could have been because we talked about it like the day before, and that just seeps in there, or it could have been like you just do that a lot.
Maybe. Yeah, glad you liked it. I was nervous. It was weird. Like just my friends were there, but knowing it's going out to, it's almost more comfortable to have an audience, I think, versus not knowing who's watching.
It feels like sometimes it feels like a live recording session. I mean, it kind of is, right? But it's,
you don't want to mess up.
Yeah, and we wanted to use it as possibly some clips for promotion and get more gigs and we're hoping to find a singer that we love and have it like a 5-piece blues act. So
yeah, that guitar player, I don't know his name, but he's phenomenal also.
Yeah, Tim is great, super musical. Yeah, he's a friend. He's a professor at USC, does their pop program and jazz guitar, and yeah, he's just across the board great at everything. Nice guy.
He did this solo. I forgot the name of the song, but he did the solo where, like, he went like I understand why guitar players always like chase tones and different things that they do, but he went to like 3 different tones in one solo, and it sounded like 3 different guitar players playing. Because even when he switched the tones, like it dictated what he wanted to play on the guitar. Also, really cool stuff. So he's actually, you could tell he's actually paying attention and not just noodling around and like shredding, trying to take stuff out. It was really cool.
Yeah, he's great. Wow, nice to hear all this. I feel so much better about it now. You know, I always focus on the things that didn't go well. So, cool.
No, you guys sounded great.
Yeah, beforehand too. Actually, to see and I noticed that you were breathing. You were taking, as that guy was talking or whatever, because had some technical difficulties. So that's always like, oh my god, what's happening now? But I saw you kind of think.
Man, it makes such a difference to have somewhere to go when you get nervous. Like just even knowing that, okay, I know that I can breathe. I know that I can take a posture that's going to help me. Just feeling like you have some resource when you're nervous is helpful.
All right, welcome, guys. Nice group today.
Yeah.
And everyone's streaming with us also. Welcome. We'll get started. So let's just pick up where we left off on Monday. Putting the in this case we're gonna put the diddles. Let me see here. Sorry. Oh yeah. Okay. So we did something really cool on Monday. Playing these in unisons. Where did that one sheet go? Maybe I should use that one. Yeah, let's use that one. I don't want to do this one. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna pull up a different sheet here. Where would that be? Yeah, perfect. All right, I opened it. All right. So, oops, shared it on the wrong platform. Okay, bear with. Sorry, 1 second, guys.
Sorry about that. My computer just freaked out and disappeared for half a second.
All right. So, what we were doing is first we started with the first one, but we did it like one hand. So maybe we do it in unison. So we'll do both hands at the same time, but we'll play the accents and we'll play the kick on the accents. So the first two measures is what we're doing. So eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We're gonna do this whole thing in unison this morning to warm up. So and then when we get to the 16th notes, I'll revamp that. But for the first warm up, let's do just the eighth notes. And so we're playing both of our hands together. We're hitting the accents and we're hitting the kick on the accents. If you want, you can keep your hi-hat going on quarter notes too. That might be hard when you switch, but we'll give it a shot. And then we'll run that for 2 minutes. All right, so metronome. I got a few adjustments to make here. Display and brightness. My good old friend. All right. And got a timer that we need. There we go. Perfect. All right. And a metronome. Last but not least. Let's see. How does 90 sound? Let's go at 80 to start us off. All right. So we got a push-pull kind of thing happening here. Are you guys ready? Set the timer. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. All right. Only the first two measures. Halfway there. There. Last one. All right. All right, how's everyone feeling so far? Ooh.
That's like the drum version of burpees.
Of burpees, yeah. Wait till we get to the 16 notes.
I'll enjoy watching you all do it.
Well, we won't do them too fast, but last time we were all sweating, man. Okay, so 16 notes. We're gonna do the same thing, unison. And we're gonna but this time let's do I was thinking about Rich Stitzeling these, drum mantraing these, like 8 each measure, 4, 2, 1, 1. Guess we could do that. All right, let's do that. Can we do 16 notes at 80 though? That's twice as fast. All unison. Can we do that? Let's slow it down a little bit. That's a little fast. Okay, we're at 65. Okay, let's see if I can count us through this. So 8 each measure, 4 each measure, 2 each measure, 1 each measure, 1 each measure. Rich Stitzel style. Thanks, Rich, for showing us the way. All right, are you guys ready? Let's see if I can count this. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get ready to switch. Ready, go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get ready to switch. Ready, go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember to breathe. 7, 8. Get ready to switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we go. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Get ready to switch. Ready, go. 2, 3, 4. Ready to switch. 2, 3, 4. Switch. 2, 3, 4. Switch. 1, 2. Switch. 2. Switch. 2. Switch. 2. Here comes ones. 1. Again. Switch. made it.
Yeah, that was really good.
the man, Rich Stitzel style, man. It's hard. It's hard biz. So I'm not barking at you guys, yelling numbers at you. It's keeping me on track, to be honest. So,
Either way.
yeah, okay, good. I wish I had a music accompaniment like the drum mantra stuff, but those use different accents too, though. This is only 4 of the 8 measures. So yeah, man, that's really I really appreciate that stuff, man. That stuff is really awesome.
Yeah, I really feel the blood flowing after that. That was really good.
Yeah. Same here. How'd everybody else do? Was everybody able to do it at that tempo? Good. Cool. All right. Good.
That E accent still kills me.
Oh yeah.
My brain just does not want to do that.
I know, it's hard for me too. Yeah, what's good to do is what we were doing last time is, or last week, is just playing the first 2 over and over again, repeating like 2 measures each, and then repeating these 2. It just really helps.
Yeah. Most of the time I was just working on 4 there, where the accent's on the E, just even if I had to slow down.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, my brain just doesn't like it. It wants to shift it over to the and every time.
Yeah. Yeah, I go through the same thing. Man, trying to count it. When I go to the E is when I really like, oh man, it's so hard to count. This is a work in progress for me, but we'll give it a shot. Jeffrey, you got this all dialed. This was suggested from Jeffrey. So we won't do this whole thing. We'll just stay on the first 2 measures. Just kidding. So I just wanted to start with this one. So these are 16th notes. We're not going to play these in unison.
The first 2 is pretty much like setting you up, kind of like a drumline thing where they count you in like 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
ba, 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 ba.
Yeah.
Which is that's a good way to, I guess they do that to like ground everybody playing together. It's pretty cool, but
yeah. Okay, so we can ignore this one. It's just a count in. So we're just this one. If we can just work on this one this morning. We've done something similar. I think we've done this exact one in Chops and Coffee. This is paradiddle diddle paradiddle diddle paradiddle. But this is a little bit different. This is Jeffrey, this is like egg beaters, right?
kind of. I think of it more like it's a paradiddle diddle diddle is what I would call it.
Diddle.
Yeah.
So it's right, left, 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 right, and then your hands switch.
Yeah. It's a natural switch.
Yeah. So right, left, left, right, or like single, double, double, double. All right, single, double, double, double. So let's run that. Let's just do that maybe at a slow tempo. And your accents land on the beat, which is what I like, whereas like if you do this, where's my mouse? There we go. Not these, but like these start getting crazy with how you're doing them. Paradiddle, paradiddle, paradiddle. Diddle.
Yeah.
It's like your accents are landing on the and
here you gotta really either count, like you really gotta concentrate on counting, or you gotta focus on the groupings, like Adam would say. One or the other would help.
This started throwing me for a loop really bad because it's now you're doing a different pattern, right, left, like a triplet-y pattern, but you're playing it over 16 notes.
Yeah.
It started. I couldn't get all the way down here. I just got to I figured out like the first couple measures, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool." And then I was like, "Oh, wait, what's happening down here?"
That's actually what's giving me gave me the most problem is that because like you said, you're switching patterns, but you're doing doubles the whole time, and then when you get to there, you're like, for me, my doubles would change into like trying to force them, which is no reason to do it. I don't know why.
So cool though. It still is like it feels cool because it's a complete measure, it's like really, it's really cool. It's like I don't know, it makes me feel like oh, that sounds cool. That's like your brain wants to fight it, but then when you do it, you're like, oh, that's cool. Okay, I got it. All right. So anyways, maybe we do this. We can do this a little bit like 70. So you think we can do it at that tempo? Like right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. I'll slow it down even more because it's a new pattern for us. Has anybody done this like this kind of egg beater style pattern? It's kind of a marching band warm up type of deal, or like what do they call it? Hybrid rudiments, where it's like not in the rudiment 40 rudiments that we have, but it's like it's still one of the hybrid ones. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. All right, let's just get a 60 beats per minute. That's really slow. So you can do any subdivision you want. Right, left, right, left, right. One, I'll just count us in so we're all together. 1, 2, ready, go. Couple more. That's good. You can think about this in a couple different ways if you're struggling with it. I have to get into the rhythm of the like how it feels, but you can think about it like paradiddle and then a double and then paradiddle and double. Opposing hands like right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. You know, but hopefully I'm not confusing you even more. Let's go a little faster. Let's try it at 170 or at 75. All right, here we go. So 1, 2, ready, go. Keep going. 2. Let me just make it so that we can see it here. Oops. Come on. If you're looking at it on a phone, it's probably really small. There we go. Here we go. 1, 2, here I go. Pretty challenging to do it at that tempo. Couple more. Last one. Very cool. Let's do one more tempo. Now let's try it at 90. So let's try a little faster. Let's go like 100. All right. 1, 2, ready, go. Couple more. That's good. Now it's starting to feel like something. All right, you can do 30-second notes if that's too slow for you. Very cool. I like that. You know, I always love these paradiddle things. Like we were using one as a fill, paradiddle, paradiddle, diddle, paradiddle, paradiddle, diddle. Anyways, not to confuse you.
Yeah.
If you take this, go ahead, Jeffrey.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, you can definitely do this as a fill, like a 1-bar fill where you can use it on the crashes, you know, like
Yeah. What am I doing? Wait, see now once I use it on different I confuse myself. Nope.
yeah.
I was thinking about taking your right hand and completely separating it onto the ride
Oh, that's cool.
or the hi-hat. Wait a minute. Wait. Now I gotta do this again.
Yeah, on the hi-hat, it'll be like a cool halftime thing.
Yeah, because you're playing the accent on your left on 3.
Can you
and
hear
then
this?
at halftime?
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear this, but it's it'll be like,
There it is.
and then you could put the bass drum in whenever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
That's nice, man.
And
yeah,
then
I use the. Oh, go ahead, Jeffrey.
no, and then you could put in like add in a measure of regular paradiddles to go from that to paradiddle, and then back and forth. Pretty cool.
Yeah, if you guys want to work on ghost notes, that's a good one. If you're only
Yeah.
accenting that left.
Yeah, I use this quite a bit of inverted. So you just instead of putting the single after the accent, the single comes before the accent. So there's a double right after the accent. So it's like.
Yeah.
So,
And like I said, you could do one measure of this, and then go into kind of like you go into regular paradiddle, so you're kind of like double timing it. So like it'll be. Just some cool stuff you can do with that.
Yeah, that's way cool.
Yeah, I like that. You can double your. I always love in these kind of exercises doubling your foot, like you just did, Adam, with your
Yeah.
right hand. So, I have to work on that. Oh, I'll have to work on that. I can't do it on the fly. That's nice, man. I like that. That's why they call it chops and coffee. We also learned some chops. Okay, now I'm just figuring it out. Gosh. Ugh. That's cool, man.
Yeah, one last one. If you move the accent to 2 and 4, it becomes 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. That's a cool rhythm too.
Cool. I want to just keep doing paradiddles. Let me see.
Yeah, this one is great. This is endless. What you could do with this.
Yeah, so it's kind of new for me. So that, as you can tell, like I'm like trying to work out stuff on the fly, but all of these rhythms are, you know, can be used as really cool detailed drum fills, if you know, however you orchestrate it, or putting them in grooves. All of that stuff is really cool. So definitely, man, thanks for sharing this on the chat, Jeffrey. This is a cool sheet, man. It's hard.
I know we could spend the whole hour on that one measure, and it's like, holy shit, there's like 20 more.
Exactly. I was saying that to another friend of mine that was like, you know, I'm like, you know, just taking our 16th note permutation stuff that we've been doing. I'm like, we've only been putting kick drums on it and like honing in on that, but I'm like, we've played it like right hand lead, left hand lead. We played it unison. Then you can like, you know, you can do like the standard like doubles or paradiddles. You could start like cheesing everything and flamming all the accents and cheesing the accents, and you know, and then like diddling in between and playing the accents. There's like, dude, it's just like right there. I'm like, that's like 10 lessons just on like one thing, and you have to figure them all out. You know, it's pretty funny. You start getting endless. There's just endless possibilities when you get into this stuff. Just taking that rhythm that we warmed up with and then moved it, you know, to the hi-hat and the snare, and you have like a really dope, you know, Garibaldi kind of style or Gad style beat, you know. I would love to get that kick drum thing like you just did, Adam. I can't hear it yet. Very cool. All right, so I think we're pretty well warmed up at this point, both mentally and physically. How'd everybody do with that egg beaters?
Fun, liked it.
Yeah, everyone's able to do it. That's cool.
I suggest that what we did to go like that, going in chunks. Go, you know, either one measure at a time or two measures at a time, and then building it from there. It was pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, once you get like each chunk, like you're saying, then you see those measures and you're like, oh, I remember this one, and it's like you automatically get it. Yeah.
But it also helps you with your reading, and you're not just glossing over it and pretending like you're reading it. If you like start from the beginning all the way, so you're not learning it by rote, kind of like that thing. because I used to do that before also. Like I'll learn a sheet music, but I'll just go from the beginning to the end. If I mess up, I'll go back to the beginning to the end, and then I'll never be able to play anything in the middle by itself. Like so like when you go to you go to band rehearsal or something, they'll be like, okay, we're gonna do the chorus, but with a pickup on this.
Oh yeah.
Like you're like, what? You're like, no, I gotta count it off. I gotta count the whole thing off.
Let's just take it from the top, man. Let's just
Yeah.
take it from the top.
But once you start doing like orchestral band, band recording, orchestral stuff, and then you're like, oh man, these guys, they know the music, because the conductor would be like, okay, we're gonna do measure 38 with a 2-beat count off. Let's go, and everybody's on it. So you're like,
Yeah, that's how it is in my big band. It's like, I'm not reading like actual. I'm like kind of road mapping the charts just because they don't have drum parts written. They have some parts written, but yeah, they'll be like, all right, measure 67. Let's take it from there. No solos, and I'm just like, oh my god. When I first started playing this band, I'm like, what are we doing here, dude? Like, just and then you get used to it though. The more you
I started with this sheet music particularly. I would do that chunks. Start in the middle, start the whole thing with my left hand instead of so go through the whole thing with my left hand, all that stuff, or start from the last measure, play the last measure, stop, play the second to last measure, stop, just to like really get it into my head. I got that from this guy Dave his podcast, The Musician's Mindset, I think it is.
Oh,
Dave Johnston. Yeah,
Johnston.
Yeah, he had one of his piano players do a podcast with him, and that's what the piano player does, because he played classical music also in pop, and he said that, and I was like, oh man, that's a really good way to learn music.
That Dave is the one that comes to Chops and Coffee, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like,
that piano player you're talking about just got a job at Juilliard. He just moved to Boston. Yeah, right.
Is that Nick? Oh yeah, dude.
Or Nick,
that's
yeah.
That's how I met Dave, was through Nick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool.
That's so funny.
Yeah, his approach to learning music and understanding music is really cool. So I'm trying to do it on with drum music.
man, I need that.
I like to fuck with singers and be like, hey, let's take this halfway through the third verse and see if they know what the lyrics are.
They cannot do that, dude. They can't do that. I love that whole like where they're singing the verse in their head, like trying to figure out where to start, and then they like 90% of the time. I'm sorry, singers, but coming in like the bridge or something, I'm like, oh boy. With my younger students, that's one of the things. Like when we learn a song, that's one of the things we have to learn is like how to not chart out a song like completely, like write out every note, but more of like a roadmap. Like here's the verse, here's how many measures the verse is, and then we rest on the end, like on beat 3, but then we come in on beat 1, and we have to make all those notes and draw a roadmap for the whole song. And so like then we're like in the pre-chorus, and we have to identify what each part is. Like, oh, in the chorus they're probably repeating the name of the song, in most cases, and then in the verse they're telling the story of the song. And so I'll show them how to do it, and then it's like, okay, so what part is this? And they're like, the chorus. And I'm like, nope. Or something. It's cool. So but like it helps them to we're learning music, and like a lot of singers could benefit from that. Oh, nice.
I'm not trying to do like a free plug or anything, but since I don't have any background in music theory, like this book was super helpful to me just to like understand the structure of songs, like when I first started drumming. So like Corey, what you're saying, it's called How to Write a Fast and Easy Drum Chart. For all you guys, you would probably roll your eyes at it. So basic, you're probably like, well, no, duh. But for somebody like me coming at it brand new, it was super helpful. So
no, but I mean, I'm like literally like I'm learning a bunch of material for my tour coming up, and I'm doing the same thing. Like I have a notepad, and I'm drawing out every roadmap to each song, and then like I'll draw, like instead of drawing a chart for like the whole sheet music, so I'm reading a chart on the gig, it's just like, hey, the verse beat is this, and then I'll write the notation for that, and then like, oh, don't forget about this fill, and then you write that fill, out. And so then if you write the beat and you're like, hey, it's 16 bars or whatever, then it's like I don't have to write a whole chart for that. I just it's just, and that's how I do like a lot of studio sessions are like that. If there's written drums, it's just like I'll just write a roadmap really quick and get it done.
Jason, I got that book a while ago. What I learned from that book is if you just don't have any time or anything, just write at the top like Billie Jean. Or how many times have you been on stage and you're just like, I cannot remember how this song goes. I just learned 40 of them. They all so it's like Billie Jean. Okay.
Yeah. There you are.
Yeah, you're right. I completely forgot about that, Daryl. But yeah, I was like, oh my, and even at my limited level, I can do that. Because I mean, punk, there's not that much variation, right? So I hear it and I'm like, oh, okay, that's this or that. And yeah, it is. It's a really easy way to remember.
Every song reminds you of another song.
Yeah. I do that all the time. I've never read that book, but it's like, that's mentally, I do that all the time. Like, oh,
you probably know that drummer. I can't remember her name, but she seems pretty accomplished. I think
it's Liz Ficalora, Ficalora, Ficalora.
I don't know her.
So anyway, good book.
That's cool, man. If you guys haven't for me, I'm like so into the Drum Mantra stuff, like this, but the foundational series book. It's very simple, but man, it's like it's like what we did today on the first exercise, where it's just like one thing, and you stay on it for you have to really like focus on doing like 8 bars and then 4 bars, and there's music play-alongs to it that helps, but it really like. I mean, I'm on the first one, and I've been on the first one for like 2 weeks, and like it's just like singles doing the similar accents that we just did, and then doubles, or left hand lead, then doubles, and then paradiddles. And I haven't even gotten to the paradiddle part, like where you have to, displace the accents on 16 notes. It's really intricate and really like detailed. I haven't even like, I mean, I'm like on the first one of the first one, and it's like I'm 2 weeks in, and I'm still just like not moving on until I got it.
Is that from that fella that led it that 1 week? Is that what you talk about?
Yeah, from Rich. Yeah.
How do you get that book?
It's on his website. It's called the Drum Mantra, and then there's links on to like either Amazon or. For me, I wish I bought it on Amazon. I wish I would have got a digital copy, because then I could just pull it up on my computer. But anyways, and then when you get your book, you register it on the website, and then that gives you access to the music accompaniment.
I have the PDF version, the electronic version, and I kind of wish I had the book itself. Yeah, I'm gonna print it out and have it so I can have both of them. Oh, it's nice to have it. It's nice to have it. It's I don't know. For me, it's like I think it's easier to flip a page than to get to a mouse and try to move the stuff around while you're doing the exercise.
Yeah.
If I stop, okay, well, like while just
you get to like when you're learning the parts or like learning the exercise, then you need the book. But you get to where you just know it already, and then you just change up the sticking. You're not even looking at the book most of the time. You're just focus,
Yeah, it's like once you read the roadmap, it tells you what to do beforehand. Like, okay, if you're gonna do singles, just do singles in your hand, so you know that, and then you're gonna move the accent's gonna move, or something's gonna move, either 8 bars, 4 bars, 1 bar, 2 bars. You get used to the routine.
It's really, man, it's really good because it's simple. It's simple concepts, but then when you really dive in, it's like you understand it. You don't have to be like, dude, I have to figure out how to just read this. It's like you get it right away. It's really simple, but then to actually do it is really difficult.
Yeah. I joined on he did one on Tuesday that I joined for like the the little lessons that he does. So it's not a lesson, it's just a practice, but it's from the book. And it's pretty much but the thing was, it was left hand lead doubles, left hand double lead, and then the focus was on the left foot. And I'm like, oh, I can do that.
Yeah.
I got in there and I was like struggling the whole time. Through each one. I was like, you start getting it, but it's when you don't do that, you know, you don't play the right, like I guess the left foot on the E's all the time or the U's all the
Right.
time.
Right.
While you're playing the downbeat on the left hand. It was pretty cool stuff.
Man, and like once you start, it's like it's the same thing like you said, like, oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, I could do that. And then you start, it's like you realize quickly, like, oh, wait a minute. You know, it doesn't leave any stone unturned. It's like it's really cool, man. I highly recommend it. It's a really great book, man.
Yeah, this has everything to do with growth mindset to me. This idea of labeling ourselves as, oh, I'm a good drummer and good drummers practice this. But sometimes to think of yourself as a good drummer and you see something easy you can't do, it's like, oh, nah, I won't do that. But it's like, man, those things that seem easy and they're not, that's where the meat is.
Humbling, you know?
Yeah.
It's humbling, and that's what I liked about it, is where it was like, you know, it really puts things into perspective where you're like, you know, this is what I would consider simple, like you said, but you want to move off of that and do what you know how to do. And this book forces you to like, no, sit with this uncomfortable situation where you're struggling and you're getting frustrated, and then, you know, and don't move on until you got it. You know, it's really cool.
Yeah, I rewatched. Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, in another context, somebody said one time, they said, anybody can do easy. Doing easy well is hard.
Yeah.
And I just really liked that, you know. So,
yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I rewatched Up Close Steve Gadd, and he talks all about breathing and playing unisons and having a solid quarter note. And I'm like, oh my God, I watched that how many decades ago, and it never sunk in until now, like how important these basic things are.
Yeah, it's cool. Dude, that reading, like he did like a reading challenge thing on when he hosted, and I couldn't even get through it once without messing up. Like and it was with music, which is a big help for me. And then I just was like, forget the accents. I'm just gonna do 16th notes on my hands and just try to play the kick drum part. And I was like falling flat every time. So
yeah, he says his hardest demographic is good drummers because they get frustrated the most. It's almost easier if you don't have that sense of yourself. You know?
Yeah. Well, that's good. That was the first time that I really had an impact, like where I was like, dude, like move to action, you know, like he's got a good concept, man, like where he demonstrates, proves that you are like, you like, you need this, you know, and then like, it's just like, it moved me to like, I'm buying the book, and I just like closed Zoom, immediately went to his website and was like, buy. You know? That's really cool. Anyways, guys, great Chops and Coffee today. Thanks for showing up. Really fun, and yeah, I love it when we got a good group like this, and a bunch of different, you know, styles, and a bunch of different age groups, and a bunch of different skill levels, and all of the above. That's wonderful for me.
Different species. It's nice.
Oh yeah,
Sam.
Yeah, man. So it's cool that we can you know, we can all work on the same thing and all be challenged in our own way, and like, you know, focus on trying to get better and start our day doing something cool. So I hope everyone has a great weekend, and everyone, I'll see you guys on Monday. Everyone streaming with us, you too.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, you guys.
Yeah. Really
See you on Monday.
Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys.
So can we have the lesson in the morning?
Yeah.
All right.
What's up to you?
Yeah, I prefer